What if I told you that the future of artificial intelligence isn't just about making machines smarter, but about making sure they don't go wrong? Think about it. Right now, AI can write essays, generate images, help you code, even hold conversations that feel surprisingly human. It's powerful, almost unbelievably so. But here's the real question most people don't stop to ask. What happens when these systems become even more powerful, and we don't fully understand or control how they behave? This is not science fiction anymore. This is happening now. And that's exactly where Anthropic AI enters the picture. Unlike many companies racing to build the fastest or most advanced AI, Anthropic is focused on something deeper, and arguably more important. Building AI that is safe, reliable, and aligned with human values. In other words, they're not just asking, can we build it? They're asking, should we build it this way? And that single shift in thinking changes everything. In today's video, we're going to break this down step by step. You'll learn what Anthropic AI actually is, why it was created, what makes its AI model, Claude, different, and why concepts like AI safety and alignment could shape the future of humanity itself. Whether you're just curious about AI or seriously exploring this field, this is something you don't want to ignore. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you won't just understand Anthropic. You'll understand why it might be one of the most important companies in the future of AI. Let's begin. The origins of Anthropic AI. To truly understand Anthropic AI, we must begin with its origins, not just as a company, but as an idea shaped by concern, reflection, and responsibility. Anthropic was founded in 2021 by a group of researchers and engineers who had previously been deeply involved in advancing modern artificial intelligence systems. Among them were Dario Amodei and Daniela Amodei, along with a team that had first-hand experience building powerful AI models. But their journey led them to a critical realization. As AI systems became more capable, writing human-like text, solving complex problems, and assisting in decision-making, they also became more unpredictable. The question was no longer just about capability. It became about control, alignment, and long-term impact. This concern echoes ideas explored in Superintelligence by Nick Bostrom, where the central argument is clear. As intelligence grows, ensuring that it remains aligned with human values becomes one of the most important challenges we face. The founders of Anthropic took this insight seriously. Rather than continuing on a path focused primarily on scaling intelligence, they chose to step back and ask a more foundational question. What does it mean to build AI responsibly from the ground up? This shift in perspective led to the creation of Anthropic, with a mission centered not just on advancing AI, but on ensuring that its development is safe, interpretable, and beneficial for humanity. In essence, Anthropic was born from a moment of pause, a deliberate decision to prioritize wisdom alongside innovation. And as we move forward, this origin story will help us understand why their approach to AI is distinct, and why it holds such significance in shaping the future of this technology. What makes Anthropic different? Now that we understand where Anthropic AI comes from, let us gently explore what truly sets it apart. At first glance, many AI companies may appear similar. They build advanced models, compete on performance, and aim to push the boundaries of what machines can do. Speed, accuracy, and capability often dominate the conversation. But Anthropic introduces a different center of gravity. Instead of asking only, how powerful can this system become, they consistently ask, how should this system behave? This shift, from capability to behavior, is what makes Anthropic distinct. At the heart of their approach lies the concept of AI alignment. In simple terms, alignment is about ensuring that AI systems act in ways that are consistent with human values, intentions, and well-being. This idea is deeply explored in works like Human Compatible, by Stuart Russell, which argues that truly advanced AI must remain under meaningful human guidance, and Life 3.0 by Max Tegmark, which reflects on how intelligence must be shaped with foresight and responsibility. Anthropic translates these philosophical ideas into practical design principles. Their models are trained not just to perform tasks, but to follow a guiding framework centered on three core qualities: helpfulness, providing useful, relevant, and constructive responses; honesty, avoiding fabrication and acknowledging uncertainty when needed; harmlessness, minimizing potential harm, misuse, or unintended consequences. These are not just ideals, they are actively embedded into how the AI is trained and evaluated. In essence, Anthropic is not only building intelligent systems, it is shaping behavioral standards for those systems. And this approach invites us to see AI in a new light, not merely as a tool of capability, but as a system that must be guided by intention, ethics, and care. This distinction, though subtle, is what gives Anthropic its unique place in the evolving landscape of artificial intelligence. Claude, Anthropic's AI model. Having explored Anthropic's philosophy, let us now turn our attention to its most visible creation, its AI assistant known as Claude. Claude is Anthropic's family of large language models, designed to interact with users in a conversational and highly capable manner. Much like other advanced AI systems, Claude can assist with a wide range of tasks, answering questions, generating content, analyzing documents, supporting coding workflows, and even engaging in thoughtful discussions. However, what makes Claude truly distinctive is not just what it can do, but how it has been designed to think and respond. At the core of Claude's design is Anthropic's commitment to alignment and safety. Rather than relying solely on traditional training methods, Claude is guided by a framework known as constitutional AI, a concept we will explore more deeply in the next section. For now, you may think of it as giving the AI a set of guiding principles, a constitution, that shapes its behavior. These principles are inspired by widely accepted ethical ideas, including human rights frameworks and general norms around fairness, respect, and minimizing harm. During training, Claude does not just generate responses, it also learns to evaluate and refine them against these principles. This creates an important shift. Instead of depending entirely on human feedback at every stage, the model develops a form of structured self-improvement. It learns to recognize when a response may be inappropriate, unclear, or potentially harmful and then adjusts accordingly. The result is an AI system that aims to be more thoughtful in its responses, transparent in its reasoning, careful in sensitive contexts. Constitutional AI, a new paradigm. Let us now explore one of Anthropic's most important contributions to modern AI, constitutional AI. To appreciate its significance, we must first understand the limitation it seeks to address. Traditionally, many advanced AI systems are trained using a method known as reinforcement learning from human feedback, RLHF. In this approach, human reviewers evaluate AI outputs and guide the model toward better behavior. While effective, this method has constraints. It can be time-consuming, inconsistent, and difficult to scale as systems grow more complex. Anthropic asked a thoughtful question. Can we teach AI to guide itself using a clear set of principles, rather than relying solely on constant human correction? This question led to the development of constitutional AI. In this framework, the AI is provided with a structured set of guidelines, a constitution, drawn from broadly accepted ethical ideas, such as fairness, non-harm, transparency, and respect for human autonomy. The training process unfolds in a reflective loop. The AI generates an initial response. It then critiques that response using its constitutional principles. It revises and improves the response accordingly. This creates a system that does not just produce answers, it evaluates its own behavior. In many ways, this mirrors philosophical traditions. For example, Kantian ethics, which emphasizes rule-based moral reasoning. Utilitarian thinking, which considers the consequences of actions and aims to minimize harm. By embedding such reasoning patterns into training, Anthropic is attempting to operationalize ethics within machine learning systems. The advantage of this approach is scalability and consistency. Instead of relying on countless individual human judgments, the AI follows a coherent framework that can be applied across scenarios. In essence, constitutional AI represents a shift from externally enforced behavior to internally guided alignment. It is not just about making AI smarter, it is about making AI more principled. And this, perhaps, is one of the most meaningful steps toward building systems we can responsibly trust. Why AI safety matters. Let us pause here and reflect more deeply. Why does AI safety deserve so much attention? Why are researchers, philosophers, and organizations like Anthropic placing such emphasis on alignment, ethics, and control? The answer lies in the growing influence of artificial intelligence on our world. As explored in The Alignment Problem by Brian Christian, AI systems are no longer confined to laboratories or niche applications. They are increasingly shaping decisions in areas such as information access, hiring processes, financial systems, healthcare insights, and even public discourse. With such influence comes responsibility and risk. If AI systems are not carefully designed, several challenges may emerge. Bias and unfairness. AI can unintentionally reflect or amplify existing societal biases. Misinformation. Systems may generate confident but incorrect or misleading outputs. Loss of control. Highly autonomous systems may behave in ways that are difficult to predict or correct. Misuse. Powerful tools can be exploited in harmful ways if not properly safeguarded. These are not distant or hypothetical concerns, they are already being observed in various forms today. This is why AI safety is not simply a technical problem, it is an interdisciplinary challenge that touches on ethics, governance, psychology, and long-term societal impact. Anthropic approaches this challenge by focusing on three critical dimensions. Interpretability, understanding how and why AI systems produce certain outputs. Robustness, ensuring systems behave reliably across diverse and unexpected scenarios. Transparency, making AI behavior more predictable and accountable. In essence, the goal is to move from systems that are merely powerful to systems that are trustworthy. As a seeker exploring this space, it is helpful to remember. The question is not just whether AI can perform a task, but whether it can do so in a way that is safe, fair, and aligned with human values. Because in the end, the true measure of intelligence is not just capability, but responsibility. The future of Anthropic and AI. As we look ahead, it becomes important to ask not just where Anthropic stands today, but where it is going, and what that direction means for the broader future of artificial intelligence. Anthropic's vision is not limited to building increasingly powerful models. Instead, it is centered on a more balanced and deliberate path, one where capability grows alongside safety, and innovation evolves alongside responsibility. One of their key areas of focus is scalable alignment. As AI systems become more advanced, it becomes increasingly difficult to ensure they remain aligned with human values across all situations. Anthropic is actively researching methods to make alignment more reliable, even as models grow in complexity and autonomy. They are also investing in interpretability research, seeking to better understand how AI systems arrive at their outputs. This is crucial, because without understanding, trust becomes fragile. By making AI reasoning more transparent, they aim to create systems that humans can meaningfully oversee and guide. Beyond technical research, Anthropic recognizes that the future of AI cannot be shaped by engineers alone. It requires collaboration across disciplines and institutions. This includes engagement with policymakers to help shape thoughtful regulation, academic researchers, to deepen theoretical understanding. Society at large, to ensure diverse perspectives are considered. This approach reflects a broader shift in the AI field, toward responsible innovation and human-centered design. If we draw from ideas in works like Life 3.0 by Max Tegmark, the long-term future of intelligence will depend not just on what we build, but on the values we embed within it. Anthropic's direction suggests a future where AI is not only more capable, but also more aligned, more transparent, and more accountable. And as a seeker observing this journey, you may come to see that the evolution of AI is not just a technological story, it is a human one. A story about choices, responsibility, and the kind of future we collectively decide to create. As we come to the end of this exploration, let us take a quiet moment to reflect on what we have uncovered together. We began with a simple question: what is Anthropic AI? But along the way, we discovered that the answer extends far beyond a single organization or a set of technologies. Anthropic represents an idea, one that invites us to rethink how intelligence should be created, guided, and trusted. In a world where artificial intelligence is advancing at an extraordinary pace, it is easy to become captivated by capability, by what machines can do. Yet, as we have seen, the deeper question is not just about power, but about purpose. What should AI optimize for? Whose values should it reflect? And how do we ensure that, as these systems grow more influential, they continue to serve humanity in meaningful and ethical ways? These are not questions for researchers alone. They are questions for all of us. Drawing inspiration from the ideas of thinkers like Nick Bostrom, Stuart Russell, and Brian Christian, we begin to see a common thread. The future of AI is not predetermined, it is shaped by the intentions, frameworks, and responsibilities we choose today. Anthropic's work reminds us that building intelligent systems is not just an engineering challenge, it is a moral and philosophical one. So as you continue your journey, whether as a learner, a creator, or a thoughtful observer, I invite you to carry this perspective forward. Seek not only knowledge, but wisdom. Seek not only innovation, but alignment. And most importantly, seek to understand not just what we can build, but what we should build. Thank you for being part of this exploration. Until next time, continue learning, continue questioning, and continue seeking with clarity and purpose.